The night was quiet. A car drove down an old street. The radio played a soft song. This was a normal Tuesday in a town like any other. Streetlights cast long shadows on the pavement. Most people were home. They were watching television or getting ready for bed. They did not know that something terrible was about to unfold. On this quiet street, a man walked alone. He did not know he was being watched. He did not hear the soft footsteps that followed from a distance. He was simply on his way home, lost in his own thoughts, unaware that his final moments were approaching. This is the start of a chilling case. It reads like a movie script, filled with suspense and unexpected turns. But this story is not fiction. The events of this night would change lives forever. Tom was a simple man. He was the kind of person you would pass on the street and not think twice about. He worked at a small shop downtown, stocking shelves, talking to the regulars. He was known for his quiet kindness, a smile that reached his eyes. He enjoyed life's small pleasures. He liked to take long walks late at night to clear his head. He had a sister he was close to, a small circle of loyal friends. He was a careful person by nature, not afraid of his own neighborhood. He believed in the basic goodness of people. That belief made the coming events even more tragic. The threat that stalked him never spoke a word. It did not make a sound. In the days leading up to the attack, small, unsettling signs appeared and were dismissed. A back door found slightly ajar one morning. A single muddy footprint on the porch. Whispers of danger, but no one was listening. The first real clue. Tom did not show up for work. His boss called his sister. His sister called his phone. There was no answer. The silence on the other end of the line was the first scream. When police entered his home, they found a scene both violent and strangely sterile. It was clear a struggle had occurred, but certain things were out of place. Some items seemed staged, positioned to mislead investigators. A key missing by the door, a series of strange, automated-sounding calls at odd hours. The more officers looked and the less the scene made sense. It felt calculated. It felt cold. The investigation began shrouded in confusion. The investigators had no single path to follow. The crime scene was a collection of contradictions. The leads looked strong at first glance, but they crumbled under scrutiny. It was like walking through a maze of mirrors, where every reflection offered a distorted version of the truth. The team's first major lead was a jealous ex-partner. He had a clear motive, angry messages, even vague threats. But when questioned, he had a solid alibi, confirmed by multiple witnesses. The lead turned into a frustrating dead end. Another promising trail appeared in the form of a local drug dealer. He wanted to be paid for his tip. He described a shadowy figure in a heated argument near Tom's house. The team spent valuable days trying to verify his account, pulling security footage and interviewing names he gave. It was all a fabrication, an attempt to exploit a tragedy, a deliberate distraction from the real work. Then came the tip about a strange car. A dark sedan seen lingering felt like a classic movie clue. The investigators poured immense effort into identifying it. After hours of work, they traced it to a rental agency. Their hopes soared, but the car had been rented by dozens of people. Without the driver image, it did not fit anywhere. Each time the case seemed to move forward, it ran into a brick wall. The investigation became a countdown of failures. Each promising lead was like a door that slammed shut. These red herrings were not just frustrating, they were dangerous. They consumed precious time and resources, while the real killer remained free, a ghost in the machine. The pressure mounted from the media, the public, and from Tom's grieving family. The team created a board listing the false leads to avoid retreading old ground. Here are the 5 that took them furthest off course: the jealous ex-partner, the strange car, the dealer's tale, the porch figure in a hoodie, the coded forum message, days spent enhancing a blurry image, still a ghost, a shape without an identity, a single coded message, fake name, masked IP, posted once and never again. The more they searched, the more red herrings they encountered. This was the work of someone who wanted to be a ghost. Hope was beginning to fade, you know. The investigation was stalled, mired in false leads. The case file grew thicker with reports that led nowhere. The team was exhausted. One small idea, almost an afterthought, changed everything. A junior tech analyst asked to review the victim's phone one more time. He was not interested in the threatening message or the call logs. He wanted to look deeper, at the background data. He focused on the phone's system logs, tiny automated records of the phone's own operations, network connections, battery usage, interactions with cell towers, a diary written by the machine for the machine, the analyst noticed something odd. In the hours after the time of death, the phone moved in a way that did not match Tom's habits. It had moved to a different part of the city. More importantly, it briefly connected to a private Wi-Fi network. This was the twist. The killer had taken the phone, used it to send fake messages and make strange calls to confuse police. But he made a critical mistake. He took the phone home. For a few minutes it auto-connected to his personal network, and the log recorded the network's name. It was not the victim's network. It was a new name, tied to a specific physical address. The investigation was no longer about motive. It was about the owner of that Wi-Fi network. In that one moment of connection, it left a breadcrumb. That breadcrumb gave police something they had not had for weeks: a place to look. Digital trails are the unseen evidence of our modern world. They are small, almost invisible. Each time we use a phone or an app, we leave behind tiny bits of data. These bits can tell a story. They can pinpoint a place. They can pinpoint a time. They can show when a phone was near a specific house. They can reveal which Wi-Fi network a phone touched, even for just a few seconds. With the Wi-Fi SSID as an anchor, a pattern emerged, a line from Tom's home to the killer's. Tom's phone log held a unique network name, not a generic one. A warrant pulled the ISP records, the account holder and the physical address. Metadata showed the app activated just after that Wi-Fi connection. Control aligned with control. While digital closed in, forensics found a single dark blue fiber on Tom's sleeve. Not common. A specific jacket, recent season, sold only in one state branch. Most purchases were cash. No trail. One buyer used a credit card flagged as fraudulent. The bank listed a shipping address. Rental records gave a grainy photo, a distinct scar on the left hand. A friend had seen that scar on a man watching Tom. Combined, it was the beginning of the end. With digital and physical evidence aligned, the team had a suspect and probable cause. Early morning, officers surrounded the house linked to the Wi-Fi network. He lived alone, kept to himself, and looked stunned. He offered no resistance. He denied everything. Claimed the phone wasn't his, said he found it, denied the blue jacket, explained the scar away. But his story unraveled when confronted with the unseen evidence. Cell pings tracked the phone from the crime scene to his house. Wi-Fi logs proved a connection to his private network. A microscopic fiber matched the jacket found in his closet. A witness identified the distinct scar. The defense called it coincidence. The prosecution showed how the pieces fit like a lock and key. After less than a day, the jury returned, guilty. In the end, Tom's sister spoke, not with anger, but with a soft, steady voice. She asked that he be remembered for his gentle laugh, their summer walks, the life he lived, not just how it was taken.